Hello, hello, hello. Today is Tuesday. My Miami Hurricanes fans, man. And yes, we lost against Louisville. What? That's Sean Reddy right there. Why are you laughing, Sean?
I'm sorry, man.
No, why are you laughing? Why are
I'm
you
sorry.
laughing?
It's just because I feel your emotions.
Uh-huh.
As a sports fan and as being a fan of a team that loses. I mean, my team.
No. Don't. You can't. Don't even try to compare the Miami Hurricanes to the Raiders.
No,
Okay,
that-
y'all lost 31-0. Don't even put
that-
Miami Hurricanes name in the Raiders' mouth.
I mean,
Or don't even put the Raiders in the Miami
our
Hurricanes' mouth.
quarterbacks played quite the same.
Yes, Carson Beck did play like Gino. I'm not.
Sorry.
No. Okay, so I got a lot of thoughts about this. Big shout outs to Alex Dono for having me on his show. I kind of got all my thoughts out on his podcast, but after a couple of days of sitting there and really going through some of the things I thought initially, I really feel, and please, this is live, Miami Hurricane fans, please leave your comments, questions. I will go over them. When a team loses, Carson Beck, let's go back on Carson Beck. He had a bad name at Georgia. Apparently, they wanted him out because he wasn't a team player. This is all from allegedly. I'm not saying this. This is what we heard. But as a Miami Hurricanes fan, we looked at Georgia and went, well, they had terrible receivers. They dropped passes, the most in college football, 36 passes last year. Offensive line was not that great. So could it be both? Maybe Carson was upset at the team, or maybe he just was over it. He was there for like 5 years. Maybe he's just over it. So he comes to Miami. Everything's going great, 5-0. Then it seemed like he hit a couple big plays with Malachi Tony, like deep passes. And then he tried to play hero ball. The hero ball is being thrown out a lot. Like you got men open as safety routes, but he still tries to go deep. Well, the guys that were open would have got a first down. But a lot of people's like, well, he's trying to pad his stats for the Heisman. Maybe he's not a team player. So all these old rumors start creeping back in. And that's the problem when you have a quarterback where Miami fans, we're all on board. One loss, I'm still on board. You can have a bad game. 4 interceptions. 4 interceptions is a lot of interceptions. I will say, though, 2 of those interceptions were great plays by the defense.
Okay. Yeah.
The one to Malachi Tony, first, they grabbed Malachi's shirt. So that should have been pass interference. Second thing, that play by, I don't know the number, maybe 8 or 9, a linebacker came all the way across the field. I mean, he dropped back in the coverage, but he came all the way across the field and got the interception. Nobody expected that. Like if I was a quarterback, I would not expect that linebacker to be able to make it. Even though if I loft the ball a little bit too much, that linebacker was fast. So that was a great play. Then an interception at the end, the guy runs the wrong route. Everybody's saying he got a lot of slack because Carson Beck was asked several times on several interviews, that last interception, what happened? He goes, it's on me. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's my fault. Repeatedly. Hey, we all got to get better. I got to get better. Said that about 1,000 times. Then they keep asking him and they go, what exactly happened on that play? He goes, instead of saying, and he said, it's a miscommunication. The receiver ran the wrong route. The clip went viral. Everybody's like, Carson Beck threw Lofton under the bus. Even though head coach Mario Cristobal said that before Carson Beck in his interview. So if anybody's throwing anybody under the bus, it started with the head coach because the head coach said the guy ran the wrong route.
Yeah.
Carson Beck, after repeat, you know how media is. Yeah. They want the soundbite. They want the clip. And they tattered this dude with the same question over and over. And he goes, oh, you know what? It's my fault. I should be better. It's a team game. It's a miscommunication. And then someone finally got smart and asked the specific question. Carson Beck could have been like, miscommunication, leave it at that. But he answered the real question. He said, miscommunication, the guy ran the wrong route. And that's the clip. That's the 5-second clip that went viral. And everybody's like, Carson Beck is a horrible person because he threw his receiver under the bus. I don't see it that way.
I don't see it that way either, though. But that's the thing, though, because I think people, when a coach says it, is different because it's the coach of the team. He runs the team, so he could point out, he could call out people. But when it's your comrade, your player, your teammate, and it's the captain, it's the quarterback. And then when they pull and they say other players are messing up, or whatever the case may be, people take that to heart, and they run with that. Like
but it's a social media world.
Yeah,
we all want that clip, because if I wasn't a fan of Miami and I didn't do my research and I watched everything, if I was from Georgia, let's say, and I hated Carson Beck, I would see that and go, see, that's the way he is.
Yeah,
but it's not. Yeah, he could have said, hey, just miscommunication again.
Correct.
But he decided to answer the question. Yeah. But I don't think he would have answered that question if Mario, the head coach, didn't answer the question first like that.
Yeah.
But Carson's getting all the slack. Nobody's pulled the Mario part of the interview. I do want to say this. I got more coming up about Miami, but I want to talk about Notre Dame. Their head coach is black and Korean like me. Marcus, I call him Yo Freeman.
Yo Freeman.
Marcus Yo Freeman. They beat USC.
Yeah.
And all the Notre Dame fans, I feel crazy in saying this, but we need you and you need us, because we beat Notre Dame the first game. And then A&M beat Notre Dame.
Right.
Notre Dame has 2 losses. They're on the brink of even if they win all their games, they might not make the playoffs. Correct. Put it like this. If Miami wins all their games and Notre Dame wins all their games and it comes up to the last spot, Miami will make it.
Yeah.
Notre Dame will not make it.
Get the advantage.
But what I'm saying, if you both want to make it, you need us to win, because we're your strength of schedule. We're ranked number 9, and Texas A&M is another loss you had, and they're ranked number 3 or 4. So you have 2 great losses. If we continue to lose, our loss means nothing. Now you definitely won't make the playoffs. Yeah. So Notre Dame, I hate to say this. I hate to even put this in my mouth. We need you, and you need us. And I hate saying that. Marcus Yo Freeman, my boy, the Blasian you are. We need you to keep with it. Because Marcus Yo Freeman, he does his press conference. He's the head coach. And it kind of sounds like me. And we look the same. Hold on. I think I got a Notre Dame background. I love doing the Marcus Yo Freeman press conference. Hold on. Where's the Notre Dame? I think I loaded up a Notre Dame.
When you say he switches it up with the accents, bro?
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Oh,
I wish do I not have the Notre Dame background? I thought I loaded a Notre Dame background. Hold on. I don't have it, man.
Oh, no.
I'm so mad about that.
Oh, good.
I don't have the Notre Dame background. Anyway, I love watching his press conferences because there's so much he wants to say. Like Notre Dame, very white school, right?
Yeah.
You remember when Key and Peele did the Obama thing?
Yes.
Where there's a voice of the real person, but he's so politically correct. That's Marcus Yo Freeman. Very politically correct. But when Marcus Yo Freeman does the interviews, the Asian side is the side that really wants to say stuff, like Marcus Yo Freeman be like, just like say, we beat USC by 10 points. And he does this thing with his mouth. He always does this, and he goes, we beat Jeremiah Love. Great game. Over 200 yards rushing. I always thought he should be in the Heisman race. And then he does that thing. And he goes, Price, great running back. He was great too. This full game, very excited about Notre Dame. And I'm hearing a lot of people say that if we played Miami now, we would blow them out. I just got to let you say, no, that's an absolute false. We would get blown out by Miami. Maybe not blown out, but we play old school football, man against man. The only reason they lost to Louisville is because of trickery. Like, we're not going to trick anybody. If we can't run over Miami, we're not going to win. And that's the problem with Notre Dame. Because they would try to play Miami straight up, and you can't beat Miami playing them straight up. But Notre Dame ain't going to listen to what I'm saying. You better call Brom, who coaches Louisville, and get some trick plays. Because if we ever play y'all again, you're not going to win. And they're like, And then I hear their fans are like, well, our players are better than when we first played y'all better. You don't think Miami's front is better? They stronger too.
Oh
The only reason Miami lost to Louisville, 4 interceptions, 4, and still almost had a chance to win the game. Did we deserve to win the game? Absolutely not. But the team is so good, they still had a chance to win the game.
Yeah.
You know, and they played horrible. You
interceptions.
saw just the worst game Miami could play, front to back, back to front. And Braum made new plays that Miami never seen. So all you Notre Dame fans, I love you right now because we need y'all to win. And you need us to win. But don't think if you play us again, you're going to win. Because they're not. Because they're not.
I just love
it. Okay. Be a reporter. This is Marcus Yo Freeman. Be a reporter. Marcus Yo Freeman.
Oh my God.
Ask me, do you think you can beat Miami if you play them in?
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a question.
Let me take some questions now. I'm excited about USC, but we're on to the next.
Okay.
Already on to the next game. I'm opening up for questions.
Okay.
Yes. What's your name?
Sean.
Sean, what outlet?
We're Vegas sports here.
Why are you in Indiana?
Because this is where they sent me.
Okay.
This is
you're interviewing me from Vegas?
I make my 9 to 5 because we do a lot of sports betting in Vegas. We like to get the intel, get the dirt. But I do have one question.
Yes,
One question. Miami, they beat you guys last time.
Yeah.
And, they're coming up here. And we just want to know, like, what is your thoughts if you guys were to play them again?
Well, let me answer that. I think we both need each other. I think we need Miami to win for strength of schedule. And we need to win because the better we do, the higher we go in rankings. And that looks better for Miami. So I think we need each other. Now, do I think we would beat them? I don't know. I think it'd be a good game. I think it will. Oh, why you talk like that? Why you say that? You're so weak, Marcus Yo Freeman. Why tell true? Why don't you tell true? Say, oh, we beat Miami. We will crush Miami. We're strong, Miami. Miami can't play with us. See, we're too good for you, Miami. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that side comes out of me. It's not PC. Well, you need to shut up. Why you always PC? You're not computer. You're not computer.
I love that, man. Oh my God, so good.
Yes, I got a comment. The Asian Freeman is the best Freeman. AJ says the Canes will bounce back. I believe you, brother.
Oh, man.
The Canes will bounce back 100%. So I want to go over this. Miami Hurricanes. This is what I see. And this is why the Stanford game is so critical. Is because now we're hearing a lot of noise, like from sources saying Carson Beck was told to take the check down. So he's not listening. So the old Carson is starting to rear its head. I can't believe this because this is all allegedly stuff, but that's what we're hearing. We're hearing that the players, people that were down on the field, the players weren't up for the game. You had DJ Khaled on the field. Anytime DJ Khaled shows up, you're going to lose. We the best. All that stuff. They're getting caught up into the hype. I personally don't think the players got rat poison, which means they were too. I think the coaches did. The coaches didn't make the adjustments. They were off for 2 weeks to get ready for Louisville. One of the weeks they were on the road recruit. How about recruit less? Recruit less and worry about Louisville, who has one of the best offensive geniuses behind them. Literally, our defensive backs were like, we haven't seen these plays ever this year. This guy made new plays for Miami. They were like, for us to beat Miami, we got to go above and beyond. Miami's coach was like, oh, if we do what we do, we're going to win.
Yeah.
No, not against a good coach. Miami got out-coached. I won't even put it on the players. They got out-coached, and that's why they lost. Carson Beck, yes, coaches did not throw 4 interceptions. That did not help. Carson Beck, take the check down. And if there's a problem with that, we will find out this game. Because there's no reason. The line for Stanford is 30 points. There's no reason.
Is it really?
30 points.
30
It's like
points?
28.5.
No way.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
smokes.
If Miami doesn't win by at least 20, 25 points, I would be so disappointed in this Stanford game. Because to me, this, I know we say it every week, but to me, this is the most critical game that Miami, because we'll see where their attitude is.
Yeah, 29-point half.
We'll see if they really in it. Because after a loss, man, even though they're still ranked number 9 in the country, I'm not sad about the loss, but you see how teams react from a loss. Like Florida State, they lost to, the week before us, they lost to, I forgot what team. Then they lost to us. Then they lost again. They just went on a losing streak. Even though they were playing less competition the game before us and after us, they lost to Stanford. The team we're playing last week, they lost to Stanford. They only scored 13 points.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, where is Miami's mindset? And I think the first half will tell a lot about Miami if they can recover. Because Miami has not been playing well in the fourth quarter. Miami didn't come up strong this last game, but that I credit that to Braum. I'm taking your comments right now. Fred Langston, Michael Yo, what's good, huh? Just talking about these Canes, man. Seeing if they can get it together. Martin, big line. That's a huge line. I wouldn't take the bet.
Huge line,
I
bro.
wouldn't take the bet.
29.5?
No, I wouldn't take it. Tommy Cruz, we got outcoached by Louisville. That's it. We had better players than anybody in the ACC and probably pretty much the whole country besides a couple of teams.
I like that you gave credit to the coaching staff, though, because to come up with plays that no one's ever seen before and have them actually pay off is pretty incredible, man.
Because in that 2 weeks, they coached.
Yeah, that's amazing.
They schemed.
Yeah.
Miami was like, we're going to do what we do. Like, I saw the press conference from Miami the other day. They said all the right things. And Mario admits they got outcoached.
Yeah.
Dawson, like 2 years ago, everybody was wondering how good of a coach, offensive coordinator he was. Cam Ward hid warts. A great quarterback can hide a lot of warts. But when you lose, you're like, okay, the playbook is predictable. Like, how do we change it? And Raider fans have the same thing. But I feel like you don't have talent at quarterback, Geno Smith.
No,
I feel like Miami has all. It would be like the Raiders being Kansas City and losing to every team.
Oh, yeah.
But even though Miami's 5-1, I'm not, like I'm saying, and let me say this again. I think Miami's going to go 11-1. I think they're going to make the playoffs. I think Miami has a better shot making the playoffs than the actual ACC championship game, which I have no problem with. Don't make that game. Let the other teams beat each other up. You go to the playoffs fresh. One more thing I'm going to say. For all these experts, and I say that in quotes, because nobody's an expert anymore. Nobody. We know as much as these people on TV because we got the web, we got stats, we got Chat GPT, we got everything too. Yeah. I can get the same information they got. I'm going to say this. For all the people making the narrative, I don't know, Miami doesn't make the ACC championship game. They're not going to make the playoffs. Shut up. Shut up. Miami is ranked number 9 in the country. If they go 11-1, they will be ranked higher than that.
Right.
They will make the playoffs. That is absolutely absurd to say they won't make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. So stop with the noise. They're not going to keep a Miami brand out of the playoffs, beating Notre Dame, Florida State, and USF. Florida State don't matter anymore, but like a USF, a Notre Dame, and a Florida that just beat Texas and they beat Mississippi State, they're not going to keep them out of playoffs. So let me tell you something, all you Miami Hurricanes fans, you're going to hear it here first. All those people putting that on their websites that are Miami Hurricane websites, that's clickbait.
Yeah. Just
clickbait. It doesn't make any sense at all. It's just stuff to get people to click to say, oh, how can we not make it? All right, hold on. Youssef was not out coached all 5 times. We had pre-snap penalties. Yes, 100%. But that's coaching. That's our coaching. If our team is jumping off sides, our coaches are not doing a job when it's been happening every week. It's coaching. Out-coached. It is being out-coached. Mm-hmm. Okay, what were you going to say?
Well, no, so I just want to know the Miami fan base expectations versus Stanford.
Reality.
Because like when you lose a game and you're saying bounce back, is it just a W or is there like a certain number that you want to blow them out by? Like, because like every fan base is so different when it comes to a bounce back. Like me, when it comes to my teams, like if we have a hard beating, like I got
31-0 beaten by Kansas City. Okay, got it.
I don't want to talk about that, but I mean, a W for me is just like a W. It's like, man, thank God. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no. Miami, see, what's different than NFL, which college is getting the NFL. Miami has superb talent compared to other teams. It's like Kansas City. Like the loss to Louisville would be like Kansas City losing to the Raiders, but the Raiders have a good coach. Not saying Pete Carroll's not good. I like Pete Carroll.
Yeah, me too.
But a lower team that you're they're a 2-touchdown underdog. Yeah. That's like Kansas City losing to the Raiders.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, they schemed us up. There's no excuse they should lose to Louisville. Even though Brom's a beast, the coach is a beast. The coach isn't out there playing. The players have to execute. Let me go to some Brom Vixia or Vic Chow. I don't know how you say your name. Brom did create some crazy plays the entire first quarter, though. 3 QBs. He put 3 quarterbacks in the game at one time. And look, give credit to Miami defense. I was very hard on the Miami defense after the game on the instant reaction. But I do have to say, looking back, they gave up 2 quick first touchdowns, 14-0, but they adjusted after that. They went 6, 7, 8 series without them scoring.
Right.
And that's what Miami giving the ball to them 4 times. So I take it back. The defense could have been schemed up better. They made mistakes, but there's no way a team should only score 23 points, 24 points, and beat Miami.
Yeah.
Not today.
Yeah.
Not today. Not ever. Not with the athletes Miami have.
It's pretty amazing to give up 4 turnovers and still be in the game, though.
They didn't deserve to win that game. If they would have won, we would have took it, of course, but they didn't deserve to win that game. Even Dawson said that. Sure, we're making the playoffs if we win out. Can we correct the things we can't control? Hopefully. In the past, we couldn't. And that's why Miami fans are freaking out, because in the past, it would fall apart now. And that's why we're like, oh, here we go. Here we go.
It's like the Raiders, man. The moment you see that.
No, it's not like, stop saying it's like the Raiders are just trash, bro. Stop saying the Raiders.
That one play, you're just like, oh, that's it, man.
No, the Raiders are not. You can't even talk about the Raiders in Miami in the same voice.
Look, you guys played in the NFL stadium, all right? You guys had the same amount of fans that came out, which wasn't a whole lot. And then you had celebrities in there, bro. I mean, it is a show now.
Raiders
have
never been a top 10 team. When's the last time the Raiders been a top 10 team?
Oh, it was like 2020. I'm sorry, 2001.
2001. Well, that's the last time Miami won a championship, though.
Well, there you go. See,
did y'all win a champaionship 2001?
We lost the following year, but it's all.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is Miami's been relevant to a certain point. Raiders have not.
What are you talking about? We've been relevant. We've been like,
look, this is a Miami.
Sales of the jerseys has been great. The fan base has been phenomenal. We've been relevant for all the wrong reasons. We have broken all the wrong records, and you can't say that's not relevant.
Are you done with the? Okay, let's talk about Miami. Okay, this has been brought up a bunch. Clearly, the FSU bye. So basically, Miami had played 1 game in 3 weeks.
Yes.
So that's why they said, well, the tackling, they missed 26 tackles. The tackling was awful. And I could see that. That could be a good excuse. But like we're saying, these are excuses.
Yeah.
Like we have better talent. I'm sick and tired of losing to teams that don't have talent like us. And then the coaches are like, well, we didn't play well. Well, it's your job to make them play well.
So that's the thing, though. So who does that really fall on? Is it really the coaching that you have to put the blame on, or is it the players that are not executing what the coaches are coaching them throughout the week?
I think the Louisville loss, coaching. It goes coaching on that one is number 1. That team was not prepared. I think that team, and I don't want to say the defense was not prepared. Defense played great overall. When they had plays they busted on, but in the overall thing, I give the defense an 80, 75. I mean, played good enough to win. The offense played horrible. But when you say, is it on the coach? You said, is it on the coaches or the players?
Correct.
Well, Carson Beck threw 4 interceptions. That's on Carson. 2 of them were great plays. But I think this loss falls more on coaching. And I think the coaches drank the rat poison. They were like, we can do what we do and win. We don't need to be creative. We don't need to add anything. And I think that's the problem. When you stop creating, it's kind of like in comedy.
Yeah.
If you keep doing the same set, you're not going to grow.
Correct.
Miami keeps doing the same thing. They're not going to get better. You need to throw wrinkles in every game. I just want my dream is to have a coach from an opposing team after the game go, wow, we've never seen those plays before. Or, wow, we've never seen that creativity. Like our players were saying about Louisville.
Yeah.
I would love other players, other coaches to say that about Miami. I've never heard that in the last 20 years. I've heard a coach go, man, they got a lot of talent over there. You know, they beat us because their talent is so good. But I've never heard one coach go, man, they are so creative. They did things we didn't see on tape.
Man,
I would love that just once. Just once. Hold on. I got a super chat. Tommy Cruz, $5. What's up, bro?
Hey.
He said, what's even more annoying is that now everyone is giving Louisville so much praise that they weren't getting before. Well, they're 5-1. They beat the number 2 team in the country.
Yeah.
And let's be honest. Let's look at the facts. It took Louisville 4 interceptions, going up 14-0, and that's a credit to them.
Mm-hmm.
It took things landing in the right spots for them to win by 3 points.
Yeah.
You know, because I never felt Miami was out of the game. But I do say in that fourth quarter when they were down by 10, if Isaac Brown doesn't fumble, then we lose by 10 points. You know, but we don't deserve to win that game either. And do I think Louisville? I think Louisville will lose a game. I had a question come in that says, Rodney P, do you think we make the ACC championship? Have you seen the standings? Rodney P, I got to be honest with you. I don't care if we make the championship. Because to me, it's not, yes, you would like to win the ACC championship, but it's more about getting into the playoffs. Because that's what recruits will react to. Now, to me, championships with the playoffs, championships in your conference don't mean anything anymore. Right. It's about getting to the playoffs. And I think if Miami goes 11-1, they will make it to the playoffs. Because when you're talking to a recruit, they would rather you be in the playoffs, to me, than winning a conference, especially the ACC. Yeah. They're like, you won, so what? Who cares if you won the ACC? But you were in the playoffs and you beat a couple of good teams in the playoffs or made a run to the end like Notre Dame did. That's more important to me. So the narrative that Miami won't make the playoffs if they go 11-1 is just absurd and ridiculous. And I think that needs to stop.
Wow.
All right, here we go. Sage X. Louisville's 5-1. They beat number 2 team in the country at Miami. Yeah, it makes sense they should be talked about. I agree. Man, Louisville, mid ain't nothing gonna convince. No, I agree. And that's why I was about to say, this guy, Tommy, I believe his name, said Louisville's mid. I think Louisville will lose another game, and they're going to be out of the playoffs. I think the only team I think can go undefeated, but I think they're going to have problems. Does Georgia Tech play Louisville? Somebody help me out. Does Georgia Tech play Louisville? Because if Georgia Tech plays Louisville, I think they have a chance to lose that game. Georgia Tech. But I really don't care. Honestly, I really don't care if we make the ACC championship. I would rather not take a week off and play in the playoffs. That's my take. Because what will probably happen is whoever is the loser of the ACC championship would play us the first round.
First round, right.
That's what I'm thinking. And if that's the case, I would rather be in the playoffs and play in the playoffs against a team from the ACC, because the brackets right now show we would play the loser of the ACC championship game.
It's amazing, man.
Yeah. Any question?
You know, well, so Yuri actually knocked off a lot of the questions that we did have. One was, do you think Miami is getting too caught up in the showboating versus the actual game?
No, I don't think it's the players. I think it's the coaches. Like I said before, type in your questions right now. Drop them in the comments. I am live. I don't think it's the players. I think it's the coaches. And I think Carson Beck played his worst game you're ever going to see him play again. And it took everybody playing their worst games to get beat. So I don't think it was rat poison. I think it could have been Carson trying to win the Heisman that night, but I don't really believe in my heart a quarterback is like, oh, I'm going to make this long throw so I can win the Heisman. Yeah. I can't, like, I played sports, not to that level, but I was like the best player in the league, but I never like, oh, let me score a touchdown so I can have the most touchdowns of the. No, you don't think about that when you're in the game. Maybe before the game. You're like, oh, man, if I threw for X number of yards, that can keep me in the Heisman race. But when you're actually playing, you're not thinking about that. Mm-hmm. And any player that's in my comments, you can admit that doesn't – when you're in the game, those thoughts don't go through your mind.
Yeah,
Before, after,
course.
yes. But in the game, you don't even think about that. You process what you see. And what he wasn't processing is the checkdowns. Okay, that's the game I was talking about, B-Cube 87. Georgia Tech still has NC State. NC State and Pitt are the ones I think Georgia Tech can lose. Just like us. We play NC State and Pitt. But I really believe we're going to go 11-1.
Pitt is a good team.
Yeah, Duke blew it on Saturday. They had a chance. The Red Zones killed Duke. They had a chance to beat Georgia Tech. But like I said, man, if I could do it all, I would not want to play in that game. ACC chip means nothing to me anymore. Not with the playoffs.
I know. You got to get to the playoffs, man.
Like, why? Honestly, why would you want to play extra game?
Yeah.
Why? Let these other two teams beat themselves up, and then you play the loser.
Yeah.
If that how it shakes out in the rankings.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, Tommy Cruz says, I agree at this point. We don't want to be in the ACC. No. Why be in that game? Why? I think we bounce back. I'll give my predictions here on the next podcast. I'll do that like probably Thursday. But to me, it's not the SMU game is the most important game. It's not the Pitt game. That's the most important game. It's this next game, because this next game against Stanford, a team that doesn't have a lot of its players, team that beat Florida State because Florida State's horrible, a team that we should win by 30, 40 points. Honestly, we should. We should. If they come out lazy, lackadaisical, if they're only up 7-0 after the first quarter and halftime going in, they may be up like 14-0. To me, that's a wrap.
Crazy.
That's a wrap. To me, it's like, okay, this team lost their edge. Because when you watch Ohio State, they play lesser teams all the time. And they blow them out. Wisconsin, let me see.
Yeah.
What was the final? Ohio State, Wisconsin.
34-0.
Huh?
34-0.
34-0. You know what I mean? How many points did Ohio State score the first half?
The first half?
Yeah.
Let's see here. 17. It was 17-0 in a halftime.
Okay. All right. 17-0 in there. Okay. So my
17.
point is, by the end of the game, if this isn't a 25, 30-point win, if it's a, put it like this, Miami wins like 21-7, 28-21, 28-14. Like, I'm not happy with that.
Yeah, you want that dog in them.
I do want the dog.
Yeah, you want that dog.
I want it. And Mario should want it.
Yeah.
Mario should be like, you remember, like Florida State was running up the score on small schools to look good. We actually need to do that to Stanford.
Yeah.
To make the league be like, okay, they're back.
You don't want them kneeling with 2 minutes.
No, I don't want you. I want you to be on the go. Like Kansas City had to kneel against the Raiders and then punt the ball. Who kneels and then punts? That's how bad they were beating the Raiders. Like I wanna be 1 minute left on the goal line and we up by 40 and we making 47.
But see, that's what I was asking earlier. It's like I wanted to know what the standard of a bounce back is with Miami. You know, you said they have all the talent, you know, and I wanted to know exactly what a fan base would actually want. And a blowout is literally what you guys want.
I want a blowout. You know what? Because the score, this is gonna sound weird. The score doesn't matter. It's how the team plays. But if the team plays correctly, they will blow out the team.
True.
It's more about how they play.
I love that.
Because if they were playing a great team and they won by 7, no problem. But if you're playing a team that's just not good at all, and because if you don't come out hungry and if you don't come out competitive, you're not going to blow this team out. You should blow out the team.
Yes.
Right? So it's how you play. Care less about the final score. But if they play like they're supposed to play, they will blow them out.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, you know what I say? Hold on. Vivica says Carson's strength is his ability to read the field. Just like Scheme threw off the defense, Louisville scheme. No, I don't agree with that. I think the defensive schemes threw off Carson, but it didn't throw off the checkdowns. He was just greedy. The checkdowns, that he saw the checkdowns. He just didn't want to take them. And he takes those 2 interception checkdowns, or he doesn't throw that play to Lofton, which was Lofton's fault. It was. You know, if he takes the checkdowns, we win that game. Maybe we don't deserve it, but we win that game. So I don't think the defensive schemes hurt Carson Beck as much. I think the play calling hurt Carson Beck. 70 is a blowout. All right. Hopefully we go all out after last week's defeat? Yes, I hope so too. Okay. I keep telling people we have been trending in the wrong. It's true. Ever since USF, we have been trending the wrong way. Like we beat Florida, but they came back at the end. And then we had to pull away again. Florida State, we were up 28-3, and then the final score was 28-22 because in the fourth quarter they score 3 touchdowns. We start the Louisville game 14-0. We're not doing well.
Why is it that you think in the fourth quarter that they let off the gas though?
I think there are 2 different philosophies. Some coaches play to win and to win big. Some coaches play to just hang on and get out of there. And that's how Miami's mentality is. We just want to conserve the win, make sure all our players are healthy, play conservative. And there were some bad breaks that went, like a player, like one of the balls was thrown behind the receiver. They had opportunities to keep the drives going because if your offense doesn't have the ball a lot, the defense was out there a lot more in Florida State. I mean, we've covered this, but I just feel like the play calling got conservative. And when it wasn't conservative, the players didn't make the plays.
When was the last time that you felt Miami had the dog in them, though?
USF.
Okay.
They beat the hell out of USF. That was the last game. Florida State, when it was up 28-3, dog in them. And then after that fourth quarter, the dog left. Because then it was kind of like, oh, we can just lean on teams and beat them.
That's the worst mentality, man.
You know? Right now, that's the mentality. So hopefully, like, I don't care. People talk about SMU and Pitt game. To me, I am not worried about those games because this is the game that will show you how good Miami's going to do. This is the game. Miami gave up 33 unanswered between FSU and Louisville.
23 unanswered.
33 points unanswered. Yeah.
Damn.
BCube 87 agreed. Trying to win the game in one throw, going for bombs when he could just be a game. That's all we need. If you're a team that's more talented than the other, you just need a game manager.
Yeah.
Hey, we want you to be great when you have the opportunity, but don't beat us.
Yeah.
And that day he beat us. But there's other 5 games. He's won games for us. He did great for us. So it's kind of hard to, tell a player he can't do what he has to do. But hopefully, without the coaches telling him check downs were open, he will see that. So that's what I'm saying. So Notre Dame fans, we need you. And you need us. We can live happily ever after. Yeah. And if this keeps going, Marcus Yo Freeman can keep making appearances.
Oh, man. Miami needs you out there before the game, warming them up, man.
Bro, tell me about it. Ralph says, let's call it for what it is. It's not the player's fault. This is really the coaching inferiority complex. Yes, they drank the Kool-Aid. All right, man. That's the podcast. I will see you next time. By the way, DraftKings, can we put it up there or no?
Yeah.
Is it still up? Okay.
Hey.
So I've teamed up with DraftKings. It's this way, right? Oh, God dog it. I've teamed up with DraftKings. Every new I need one person, just one person to show to bet this weekend or whenever you bet responsibly, but bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets. But you got to win. Just use my promo code, and I'm pointing at it. Yo bet. That's YOBET. YOBET. Bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets. Do that for me. That would be huge. And thank you for all the love on the audio side. Our audio numbers are going through the roof. You guys are finding it on the audio side. So thank you for that as well. Quick wrap up with Raiders. They lost 31-0. You have anything to say?
Oh, man. No.
Okay, good.
No.
That's the end of the podcast. We will see you next time. Later. Let me cut it out. Thank you, guys. Bye.